Welcome back to another episode in the NFL Rejects franchise. We are now in the first week of the playoffs, and quite unsurprising, we are not a part of the playoffs. We are not a part of the next few weeks. The regular season has ended for us, and I will now be starting this rebuild episode, which is basically just cleaning out the team and then rebuilding the team from the ground up at the beginning of preseason, doing the final adjustments over the course of preseason, and then finalizing the team's look at the beginning of week 1, which is also when I will be cutting this episode, and then we'll be moving on into the next season. Really looking forward to that. Yeah, let's just get going, guys. Showing you the retirements, because those are very, very important, even more so in this franchise series, because these older players are the ones that we are only allowed to go for. So there we go. Yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot of familiar faces here. Case Keenum retires for the Texans, and then come a bunch of desperados. Julio Jones, Xavier Rhodes, Jason Pierre-Paul, Roger Saffold, Jason Barrett, Logan Thomas, Cody Davis, Nevin Lawson, Vinnie Curry, Greg Mance, Jonathan Harrison, Jason Peters, Tywin Jones, Joe Flacco, Andy Lee, Jamie Collins, Ndamukong Suh, Shamar Stephen, and Cole Beasley retire. Those are a whopping 12 freaking players from our team. Even a few more could be, because some of those seem to be off the injured reserve. Anyways, these players have it behind them, if you want to put it that way. They are the players that have shown the league that they still have it in them to win 8 games, and that they deserve a spot on a team, but their journey now is over. Nick Billore retires. Justin Pugh, Josh Johnson, Nick Folk, Brian Hoyer, Andy Dalton, Danico Autry, Dwayne Brown, Aaron Rodgers. Oh no, well, he would have been a fun one, right? Tyrod Taylor, Tom Compton, Trent Williams, Calais Campbell, Cordell Patterson, Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, Marcus Cannon, Carlos Dunlap. Oh my god, so many good players that I would really have liked to use. Von Miller retires. Oh no, Justin Houston, Mercedes Lewis, who was fantastic on the Crusaders, by the way. Tyson Alualu, TJ Carey. Yeah, I did cut him. James Ferentz, Dakota Dozier. These are actually players that I had on my team. Nah, I cut them. Alright, I cut them. Andre Roberts, J.D. McKissick, Amir Abdullah, Jimmy Graham, Blake Bell, Matt Barkley. So the pool is cleaning itself up a little bit here. Head coach Pete Carroll, and I think I said Doug Peterson last time when we played the Seahawks. Oh, that is embarrassing. I meant Pete Carroll. Well, anyways, he retired, and a lot of other dudes retired as well. We are now going to move ahead into next week. It's going to be the week where we will re-sign players. Player renegotiation time. All right. I'm just going to be clicking through this very slowly. There is no surprise here. Each and every one of these dudes is out of a contract. All right. I don't think anybody would like to sign with us again. I will not be giving out any deals, because all of these players will be regressing super hard. Jameson Crowder down to a 67 already. That is a hard drop. Yikes. Jakeem Grant, a hard drop. Yikes, man. Really brutal. All right, James O'Shaughnessy, Cameron Braid. Yeah, we're just plummeting in the overalls. I will be taking a look at the free agents, of course. We will not be re-signing anybody here. So this is just to give you an idea. None of these players will be getting a new deal. There would be some good names in here, but the drop down is really hard. Akeem Hicks went down from a 73 to a 66, I think. That is a gigantically huge drop. Everybody's in their 60s now. There's only a few 70 rated players left over here. But for the most part, all of these players are really unplayable. I might be bringing back 1 or 2 as backup players. A player like Logan Ryan, he was 77 rated, actually could be serviceable still, but overall, none of these players really is any good anymore. Robbie Gould, again, 75 still, so that kind of makes sense. No punter because he retired. So there we go, guys. This is it. Player renegotiation. It's not going to happen, and I will be now advancing to the beginning of preseason, because the free agency is not interesting for us. So here we go, showing you the draft recap, and you might be saying, what the hell are you doing, man? Nah, I'm just gonna move up here to the NFL. I just want to show you the first round. Basically, Caleb Williams joining the Washington Commanders. Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver, joining the Patriots. Layatu Latu joining the Bears. We've got Drake May, who now is a New York Giant. That is interesting. JC Latham is a Green Bay Packer. JJ McCarthy, quarterback out of Michigan, is now with the Saints. Look at the overalls, by the way. 82, 83, very nice looking here already. Olu Fashanu now with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah, they really needed some help, didn't they? Michael Penix Jr., quarterback, now a Buccaneer. Jared Verse, left edge for the Los Angeles Rams. Dallas Turner, left outside linebacker out of Alabama for the Texans. Jurisan Newton, D-tackle out of Illinois with the Bears. We've got Chop Robinson, the right edge out of Penn State. He's now a Cardinal. Brock Bowers, tight end out of Georgia. Seahawk. Braylon Trice, right edge out of Washington, now a Bronco. Joe Alt, left tackle, Notre Dame, now with the Rams. I signed this dude on my Titans franchise, and he is an absolute beast at left tackle. So good. Marius Mims, right tackle out of Georgia for the Steelers. Cameron Kinchens, free safety out of Miami for the Chargers. Mason Smith, D-tackle out of LSU for the Jets. He joined my Vikings team when I did the franchise on Madden 23. Really good. Malik Neighbors, wide receiver out of LSU, joining the Eagles. Keon Coleman for the Dolphins. Leonard Taylor for the Lions. Graham Barton, left tackle, the Chiefs. He's also another player that I brought in on my Titans franchise. He's a guard. I converted him to guard. He's really good. Patrick Paul, also brought him in to the team. He's the left tackle. A backup player at the moment for me. Emeka Igbuka joining the Bengals. Will Shipley, running back out of Clemson with the Cardinals. Andre Makuba, free safety out of Clemson for the Colts. Bo Nix, quarterback out of Oregon for the Vikings. We've got Adonai Mitchell, wide receiver for the Ravens. Kingsley Suamataya, now a Cowboy. Princely Uman a right edge out of Florida, is a Bill. Cedric McPram, center out of Georgia, now with the Raiders. And finally, Barrett Carter, mid linebacker out of Clemson, is now a Falcon. I'm just going to be sorting by the highest overall. I want to see who the highest overall player was. That was Marvin Harrison Jr. All right. And actually, very good picks over here. Any upsets? Yes, Blake Corum, running back out of Michigan, 79 overall. Nice. 4th round pick. Now, this is cool. All right. Apart from that, nothing too crazy. Yeah, let's move on to preseason. All right, here we are at the beginning of preseason. This is where things get spicy and interesting for us here on the NFL Rejects. First of all, take a look at the top right corner. It says 0 out of 75. We don't have anybody on our team at the moment. It's completely empty. Everybody has left. There is not a soul in sight. We are 0 overall. All right, that's the first thing that we will be taking care of, is bringing in players. Another thing that I do want to take care of is I would like to relocate. I don't know if I can. Yes, I think I can. So here we go. We're going to relocate. We are going to just stay in Salt Lake City. I don't really see a necessity to change this one here, but we will be taking a look at which team we're going to be. There are quite a few possibilities that make sense in terms of the name. It's not the Antlers, all right? The Armadillos would be fun, actually, because that just kind of makes sense in terms of the location. Plus, Armadillos have incredibly strong natural defense, so there we go. That would be sensible. Plus, I think the helmets are really cool. We've got the Aviators, a very clean look. We were red, white, and black in the past season, so going for something similar might not be a real change up here. Aviators, very clean, nice looking. The Bisons, I also like this look here. It's a very different looking one here. We've got the Black Knights, very similar colors. The Blues, again, yeah, just the Blues. The Bulls, I love this one. The helmets look so cool. This is really a strong contender. The Caps are in there, very nice looking. We've got the Condors, which is the purpley look. The Dragons, again, red and black, that one's out. The Dreadnoughts, these look super nice. The logo is a little bit strange. I'd rather have something like this here. The Elks, also really nice, blue and yellow. The Golden Eagles, very nice. I don't think that were majestic yet, but there we go. The Huskies doesn't really fit the the location lumberjacks. Yeah, not really either. The Monarchs, here we go, become the reigning Monarchs of the NFL. Maybe later, all right? Maybe later when I really feel good about the team that we have, but not right now. The Mounties, that's used for Canada, maybe better than Nighthawks. Also, pretty nice team. Love the helmets. The Orbits, this is a fun one actually. The Pioneers, that could be interesting, but I really do not like the brown and orange. It's just a little bit strange looking. The Redwoods, that's an interesting one as well. River Hogs, here we go. There's no river in sight, so maybe not. Sentinels, alrighty. The Shamrocks, I like the green and the white. Get lucky with this name. We can use some luck actually. The Snowhawks, that was my first rebuild that I ever did on Man 22. The Steamers, again, very much red and black. We've got the Tigers here. We don't want to be the Bengals version 2. The Voyagers, I actually think that this one kind of would make sense, wouldn't it? The Wizards, that's also a fun one. And then we're back with the Antlers. We can't choose the Desperados anyways because we are sort of relocating away and giving ourselves a new identity. So, I like the Aviators, I like the Bisons a lot. I really like these a lot. The Bulls are also pretty cool and slick. So, in my opinion, it is between the Bisons and the Bulls. I'm actually thinking of just going for something a little bit more flashy. So the Bisons are a strong contender. I like the Bulls with the nice coloring in there. Who else was nice? Who else did I like? There was one team, another team that I really, really liked. The Orbits, now the Voyagers, that was it. I think the Voyagers are also a pretty fun one to go for. But then again, having an animal just kind of makes it a little bit more fun. All right, so the Bisons, the Aviators, or the Bulls. Who do we want to go with here? Boom, there we are. We are the Salt Lake City Bisons. I went for this one here. I wanted to have some different coloring for your viewing pleasure here. I like the blue, the orange, the yellow. It is pretty nice. And now we're coming to the second step here. We are going to be building up the team from really nothing, from the ashes. Alright guys, so this will be happening in 2 steps. The first step is always in preseason, just building up a team. We need a team, so that is the first thing to do. Looking at the top QBs, we are again are faced with not the most exciting of selections. All right, we still have Carson Wentz down here. He has regressed further. We've got Nick Foles here, and apart from that, I don't see anybody in sight that would even not make myself want to beat myself to death with my own arms. So here we go. I feel like we will be going, of course, just with the top-rated 2 here. Anything else would be rather strange. So Jacoby Brissett will be the first player to become a Bison here. Ryan Tannehill, kicking and screaming. All right, kicking and screaming. I don't think he wants this, but he doesn't have a choice. We need 3 QBs anyways, so I'm going to also be bringing in Taylor Heineke. We will be rotating again. I've got this feeling. Next up, running backs. Usually this is a better category, but this hurts a little bit because I'd love to bring these dudes in, but we're not there yet. All right, so who can I find down here? I need running backs. Ouch. The first one is Jerick McKinnon. All right, so let's bring in this dude here. Jerick McKinnon. Off we go. Next up, where's the next 30-plus-year-old? Jesus, man, this is... Oh, Latavius Murray! He's still around and kicking. Oh, this is bad. This already is bad. This is not looking good. I like running the ball. Where is Melvin Gordon, man? Where is Melvin Gordon? He's gonna return. I just fear that he's gonna be super, super hard regressed. Malcolm Brown. Kenyon Drake is here. All right. Well, we're gonna bring in Melvin Gordon. This is not the time to really be decent. This is the time to just slap in the players that we need. Brandon Bolden here. All right. I've got Malcolm Brown. But down here was, where was he? Kenyon Drake, 65. All right. Let's get Kenyon Drake on the team as well. We're going to be cutting anyways later on. Fullback. Who do you go with? Do we have a choice? Michael Burton or who's this? Alex Arma Jr. All right. Gonna be going with Michael Burton because why ever not? Andy Yanovich has retired luckily, so I'm pretty happy about that. Wide receiver time. Ooh, I can see some nice names. All right, Tim Patrick and Sterling Shepard, both of you are going to be joining the Bisons immediately. Here we go. Tim Patrick. Here we go. Kaboom. Nice. All right, let's build up this team some more. Nelson Aguilar, another veteran player, 31 years old, 75 overall. This is decent. All right, we are finding some players. Mac Hollins, 30 and 74. Crazy hair, dude. Crazy hair, my dude. But here we go. Doesn't matter. As long as you're good, I don't care. Robbie Chosen. Yeah, this is a no-brainer. Who's this? Marvin Jones Jr., DeAndre Carter. Anybody else that might be super interesting? Marquise Goodwin. He's super quick, isn't he? But 33 years old. I am questioning the cleverness of picking this player. Marvin Jones is actually one that I could be tempted to go for, but not at the expense of Robbie Chosen. All right, next up, tight ends. Let's see who's here. Zach Ertz. Yay! This is awesome. All right, this makes Dreddeus happy. Here we go. Adding Zach Ertz. Next up, Mo Ali Cox. Oh, this is great. This is great, actually. Not horrible. Not horrible. And finally, Taysom Hill. All right, I'm happy. I'm happy. I even spy CJ Uzoma down there. That is interesting, man. CJ Uzoma's here. We've got Pharaoh Brown, Max Williams. Yeah, now come the dudes that we saw before anyways. But, no, I'm happy with these. Good. All right, time to build the offensive line. Taylor Lewin, 33 and 77. Now, that is the first... And he's got a startup trade to boot. Oh, that's fantastic. That is freaking fantastic. Donovan Smith. Fantastic. All right. Left tackle position is set pretty well. I'm happy with that. Let's see. Left guard. AJ Cann and Matt Fowler. All right. I'm just going to be slapping the highest rated players onto the team. I just know that we will be having troubles later on with injuries and everything that's going to come our way. At center, Matt Paradis and John Feliciano. That seems to be a good combination. I am actually not too unhappy about that. We've got Justin Britt here, Tyler Shatley. All right, now John Feliciano will do. All right, it's good backup. A good backup. Number 55. All right, next up, right guard. Gabe Jackson and Michael Schofield. Yeah, why not? Let's get Gabe Jackson on the team. Here we go. Michael Schofield the third. Kablooey. That is fun. That is fun. All right. Is there anybody else down there that I could just remember? Ode Ibushi's still around. Michael Dunn. Next up, right tackle. Jeremy Fady. Nice. Strength rating 84. Who's this? Riley Wright, 34-68. And the right tackle position. Most of the time, it's not that great, but it's a big dude here. And if he can really bring his strength to bear, then that'll be fine. Riley Wright here as well. That is good. Logan Bruce is here. Oh, dude. Billy Turner. He looks strange. Next, Justin Murray. David Questenberry is still around. Chris Hubbard. Cedric Ugboe. Bobby Hart. All right. Now let's build a defense. Dante Fowler Jr. and Robert Quinn. That just sounds like a good matchup, doesn't it? So, Dante Fowler Jr., you're going to join the Bisons here. Welcome back, Robert Quinn. You were very good last season. Really way, way better than I might have given you credit. D-tackles. Matt Ioannidis, you're on the team very quickly. You were just on another team facing us, and now I'm happy to bring you in. Next up, Shelby Harris. Let's bring in Shelby Harris, shall we? Here we go. Next up, I want to have a third round. Jordan Phillips is an option. Who's this? Quentin Jefferson, Adam Butler. Yeah, now let's go with Jordan Phillips. Why not? Why not? Highest rated dude here, 71. And immediately we are getting players that are just a little bit better. Whoa, look at this one here. Chandler Jones. All right, this is making me extremely happy. This is a fantastic player to have. 78 rated. Still very solid overall. And there we go. Good job. Trey Flowers, you're joining us as well. Here we go. A lot of these players we just faced in the last season. Now they have already been let go. Leonard Floyd. I like this dude as well. Roy Robertson Harris. Tell you what, I'm going to bring in Leonard Floyd as well. There we go. Let's just see. We're going to mix and match later on. Left outside linebacker. Frank Clark. Hell freaking yeah. This is awesome, man. This is awesome. Getting some very nice players on the team. Melvin Ingram here. Or Corey Littleton or Anthony Barr. Nah, let's go with Melvin Ingram, man. 35 he might be, but he's a beast. He is a freaking beast. Mid linebackers. Who do we have? Jordan Hicks. Now that is nice. I already see 3 names that are exceptionally good. Here we go. Jordan Hicks, number 1. Denzel Perryman, that's number 2. And you'll never guess who number 3 is. You'll never guess that. That's Alexander Johnson. We've got Damian Wilson here as well. I can see Landon Collins down here. We've got Josh Bynes again. So great players. Alexander Johnson, let's bring you in here. I want to have 4 of these dudes because I just know that we're going to be having problems in terms of injuries. So there we go. Next up, right outside linebacker, Jalen Smith. Highest rated is Bud Dupree. All right, so we're going to be bringing in Bud Dupree. He wasn't bad last season. 69, that might be an issue. But again, we have to take what's left here. We are picking the rejects. Everybody that wasn't signed in the offseason. At cornerback, let's see. We've got Patrick Peterson, a super solid veteran player. Extremely happy to have him on the board. 79 rated. Kyle frickin' Fuller. Fantastic. This is great again. Another very good cornerback. Darius Williams. Let's bring you in, my man. Regression hasn't hit these players as hard. They're still serviceable. Ronald Darby. 75 overall. There we go. Maybe a 5th cornerback. Is there anybody? That seems to be interesting. Bryce Callahan. Anthony Brown. William Jackson. Yeah, let's bring in Bryce Callahan. Why ever not? It's not like we have to really take care here. Free safety. Eric freaking Rowe. Let's go. We have such a good player now on free safety. Again, Duran Harmon. Wow, that's awesome. Tashawn Gibson Sr. Logan Ryan down here. Jalen Mills. Nick McLeod. Not available for us, but Lamarcus Joyner. Awesome, dude. Very cool players in here. Duran Harmon or Tashawn Gibson. I'm going to go with Duran Harmon. He just might be a little bit better because he's a scheme fit. Strong safety. Adrian Amos and Jaron Kiss. All right, problem solved. We've got a fantastic player. Oh, that is awesome. A starter player. That is amazing, guys. I'm loving this. Feel like a kid in a candy shop. This is great. DeMonte Kazee, Rayshon Jenkins, Bobby McCain. Interesting dudes back here. All right, who's going to be our kicker? Robbie Gould. Oh, lordy. I'm not sure about this one. But okay, maybe let's take a look at Dustin Hopkins here. 93 and 83 kick power and kick accuracy. Just a little bit higher compared to Robbie Gould. All right, so we're going to bring in Dustin Hopkins. I feel like that is the clever thing to do. Punter, Blake Gillikin, that's a lot of no's. We have to go with Cameron Johnston, 95 and 82, or Thomas Morstead, 90 and 82. Yeah, now let's go with Cameron Johnston. The fun thing here is that there's a lot of names that I've never even heard before. I just don't know these players at all. All right, we've got 35 players now. We don't have to cut anybody, which means that we can move straight ahead into the next weeks. Just move through the weeks and then yeah, finalize the team in week 1, and hopefully we're gonna be ready for what this season has in store. Week 1 of the 2024 season, and we have arrived at the second point in time where we might be taking on new players. We're 53 out of 53, but I will be taking a look because usually players do get released at this point of the season. After preseason, players are cut left, right, and center. So here we go. Quarterbacks, this is looking as sad as ever. I don't see any new additional running backs. Raheem Mostert was added, so let's just bring him into the fold here. Just gonna be adding them. We will be cutting down the team in a second, but I'm just gonna be bringing in potential players because I think that we will be needing them very, very much. All right, wide receivers. Anybody else? Allen Robinson joined. All right, so he is a possible addition here. We're gonna add Allen Robinson the second. You might have seen that I haven't yet chosen my my target for this season. Woo, Hayden Hurst. There we go. Hello. Interesting tight end class that we have here. All right, let's see. We're gonna see who we're gonna be cutting. Well, CJ Uzomah not gonna join us. Jawan James. I do feel like he could be a good addition, but he's not gonna be going anywhere. Forrest Lamp. I don't see any new additions at left guard. What about center? Justin Britt, Tyler Shatley. Now, no new additions. I'm going to be adding Justin Britt. I don't remember what my centers looked like. I think one was pretty highly rated. We've got Austin Reiter, who was let go. Nick Martin. All right, who's available at guard? Daniel Brunskill. Yeah, no new additions. All right, tackle. I don't see anybody that's interesting. Who's this? Billy Turner? Yeah, no. What about left edge? Mario Edwards, Lawrence Guy Sr., or Steven Waiterly. Weird pronunciation, but there you go. D-tackle. Fletcher Cox. Nice. Nice. This is awesome, man. Another veteran player that is super high quality. I don't know who would ever let go of this man. But yeah, there we go. We're happily going to be taking him on. I want to see who's on the team before I commit to a season target, all right? Let's go with Shaq Lawson here on right edge. I remember that there were a few positions where we didn't have the best of players around. Who's this? Left outside linebacker, Corey Littleton, Anthony Barr. I can't remember who was on this. The only downside here is that just bringing in players, this just happened so quickly. So takes some time to really remember all of them. But yeah, we will get that done as well. Here we go. Preston Smith on right outside linebacker. I think this is a good addition. In any case, 75 already. Now that is fantastic. All right. Who's available at quarterback? Steven Nelson. Yay, there we go. Another interesting player. I've said this over and over in other franchise series. There's so many good players always in the free agents pool. And now we can kind of prove that, right? Now we can kind of really display this. Devontae Kazee. I'm not sure who I've got in the strong safety section right now, but we're going to be cleaning house in a second anyways. Here we go. Graham Gano, a good kicker. Chris Boswell was let go. Oh, these are certainly higher rated than the ones that I have. I don't know who I have, certainly, at the moment. And here we go. Who is going to be our punter? Let's go with freaking Johnny Hecker, man. Now that is great. That is really fantastic. Good players that we can certainly use. Alrighty then. I will be looking into the free agents pool from time to time, of course. But now it's time to cut down our team, really reduce it in size, and just finalize the finishing touches. Here we go. The quarterback room is horrible. All right, this is really going to be a slog again. Taylor Heineke, Ryan Tannehill, Jacoby Brissett. This looks like a Washington Commanders reunion, but there we go. Running backs. All right, Raheem Mostert, immediately the highest rated one. Jerick McKinnon, got Latavius Murray, got Kenyon Drake, and Melvin Gordon. All right, gonna tell you something. Latavius Murray wasn't bad, but I do feel like he is not gonna be a player that I want to hold on to. All right, so Kenyon Drake, we're gonna release you. Here we go. First glimpse of those nice new jerseys. And Latavius Murray or Jerick McKinnon. I'm going to keep McKinnon. Although I do see that he's better in speed, acceleration, in agility, change of direction. Yeah, I do think that I need a change of direction. Latavius Murray isn't bad, right? He's really not bad. But here I'm gonna be trying to go with this group of players here. Melvin Gordon just has my trust. Fullback Michael Burton. Wide receivers. Let's see. Sterling Shepard, Tim Patrick, Allen Robinson, Nelson Aguilar, Mac Hollins, and Robbie Chosen. I need 5 of these dudes. And to be brutally honest, I don't know Mac Hollins as well We can always bring him on board if we have an injury or something like that, but I trust Robbie Chosen more. I pressed the wrong button. Sorry. All right, tight ends, Zach Ertz, Hayden Hurst, Mo Ali Cox, or Taysom Hill. Interesting. An interesting group of players. Taysom Hill, didn't Taysom Hill also be capable of playing quarterback? I'm going to test this. All right, let me just quickly check something here. We might be using Taysom Hill as a quarterback. That could be a solution to the horrible group of players that we have at the QB position without losing anybody. Taysom Hill is actually better than Taylor Heineke. All right. So Taylor Heineke, thanks my man, but you're out. I'm going to be going with these three here. That actually feels good. Left tackle, Taylor Lewin and Donovan Smith. This is a good setup. Left guard, AJ Cann and Matt Filer. Good setup. At center, Matt Paradis, John Feliciano, Justin Britt, who is... I'm going to use Britt. John Feliciano is a little bit smaller. That might just be the difference maker here. Plus he has higher strength, so that works. On guard, we've got Gabe Jackson and Michael Schofield. This is good. Germany Fedi and Riley Rife on right tackle. All right. Left edge, Dante Fowler Jr. and Robert Quinn. Good. Right edge. Oh, this is interesting. Chandler Jones, Trey Flowers, Leonard Floyd, and Shaq Lawson. To be honest, to be really honest, I feel like we could use one of these dudes over on the left edge position. Leonard Floyd is a beast, and I think he's a little bit better than Trey Flowers. So we're going to release Trey Flowers for the time being. I want to hold on to Leonard Floyd. I'm going to release Shaq Lawson as well. Yeah, I think Leonard Floyd is just a little bit more of a pressure player. D-tackles, Fletcher Cox, what a great addition, man. Matt Ioannidis, Sheldon Rankins, Shelby Harris, and Jordan Phillips. All right, Jordan Phillips, lowest rated player. I didn't compare my 71 rated players, but whatever. Left outside linebacker, Frank Clark, what a great addition, man. Really pushing this a little bit. Corey Littleton, thank you for willingly joining this team, but you're going to be out. Mid linebackers, I need to cut one. Jordan Hicks, Denzel Perriman, Alexander Johnson, Damian Wilson, and Quan Alexander. There we go. All right, I'm going to be cutting Quan Alexander. We could always bring him back, or did this upgrade just change things? Did this just change things? No, it didn't. All right, whatever. Let's cut him. Here we go. Thank you. Next up, it is right outside linebacker, Preston Smith. Great addition here. I was half fearing that I would have to make do with these dudes, but Dupree is solid. I know that, but Gardeck, dude, I don't know. 6 corners, that's one too many. Patrick Peterson, Steven Nelson, Kyle Fuller, Darius Williams, Ronald Darby, Bryce Callahan. I think Bryce Callahan was just an additional dude coming in here. He would be nice, but I don't think I need him. 2 free safeties, Duran Harmon and Eric Rowe. Strong safeties, Adrian Amos, Jaron Kearse, and DeMonte Kazee. I think I can cut Kazee without any problems. And this is a luxury problem right now, being able to cut a 76 rated player. Kickers, no Dustin Hopkins. Instead, we've got Graham Gano. That is awesome. I'm very happy about that. And at punter, I'm going to be using Johnny Hecker, of course. Cameron Johnston, thank you, but no thank you. We're going to cut you. And with that, guys, I think we have cleaned up the team. 52 out of 53. We even have a free spot left to start for every team around the league, and you'll be facing the Texans. What's the key to victory? Stifling defense. It all starts with defense. We plan on making their offense uncomfortable and keeping them off the scoreboard as much as possible. All right. So what do we have to do now? All right, you mentioned make their offense uncomfortable. Where does that start? Disrupting the pass or stuffing the run? Stuffing the run. Games are won and lost in the trenches. If you can't stop the run, the other team can grind your team right out of the stadium. But we don't plan on letting that happen. All right, there we go. Dominate the trenches, beat the Texans, allow less than 75 yards rushing. Nice. We can now determine our season target. And I'm going to tell you something. 73, 76, 74. All right, this is still gonna be, it's still gonna be rough. It's gonna be hard because all the other teams will have gone up so much, but I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna get 7 season wins. All right, we're gonna commit to 7 season wins. And with that said, I am ready. We are done here with this rebuilding episode. And yeah, let's get going, guys. We've got the Bisons on board. We are now the Bisons. And we're going to be playing at Bison Field. First game against the Texans. Actually really like this, that we changed the identity, the jerseys from season to season. That's a nice touch. I love this format. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, do drop me a like, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. And as always, guys, thank you so much for being here. And see you next time.